What's going on, guys? It's Amy. Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to give a little update about kind of plans for bikes in general, what I've got going on. So I currently have my bike in a storage unit because we live on a gravel road and have a gravel driveway, and I tried one time to take it down our steep driveway and up our steep hill to turn out of our area. It was very scary. I was like, never again. So I keep it in town, but I've got a unit that's big enough to actually hold probably like 2 or 3 bikes. So my plans are potentially getting a second bike pretty soon, street bike. I have my Kawasaki dirt bike at home and our 4-wheeler, so that's at home. But to have another street bike, just because, you know, the weather's getting nice. We had our first 80-degree day here yesterday in Missouri, and I'm kind of like thinking just something, another sport bike, but having like variety. You know, I love my Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. Love it. I miss just having 2 different bikes to ride. So if you followed my channel at all, you knew I had a 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. I'm actually considering getting a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Hayabusa. I've always loved the older gen models, especially the ones that people have already lowered and stretched. Yes, I like the lowered and stretched. And especially too, because being a shorter rider, you know, I'm 5'6", but I've had to lower like all my bikes in order to be able to touch on the ground. And if I want to go test ride a bike, which I'm definitely going to do if I'm buying a used bike, then I need it to be already lowered. So that's what I'm looking for. So somewhere, I mean, you guys feel free to comment. I don't know a ton of differences between the first gen and second gen, other than maybe the first gen was carb. I can't remember. Maybe they were both fuel injected. I'm not sure. Definitely would prefer fuel injected bike. It's just easier. And yeah, so that's kind of the plans. Just something, you know, unique. I loved having a Hayabusa before. I just couldn't move with it. We literally had all of our available space in our trailers that we had. Both me and my husband trailered, you know, as big as we could get trailers behind us when we moved from Florida to Missouri. And there was only room enough for that bike and our 2 dirt bikes. So yeah, it didn't make it, which is all good. You know, that bike was financed. I would prefer to pay cash for another bike. I've also got thoughts about R1 or a CBR 1000RR. I love both of those bikes. I've never owned one, and I've also never had a leader bike. So I'm kind of intrigued by the difference of obviously this beast, which to me, like, I think you really have to ride stupid in order for this bike to be unforgiving. Like, it's a very smooth shifting, the throttle's not crazy sensitive, it doesn't go nuts at, you know, 6,000, 7,000 RPMs. You know, it's really just turning on its power at that point. And I feel like even though this is the faster bike, the bigger engine, it's more gentle. And I kind of want to just try something different, you know? So that's why I'm considering like an R1 or potentially the CBR. Because I have no experience with Yamaha or Honda. Always had Suzuki or Kawi. So, and I love Kawi. Like, if I hadn't had so many Kawi bikes, I probably would look at the ZX10R or even a 636. It's been a long while since I've had a 600. But just to have 2 totally different bikes, I think would be kind of fun too. But yeah, you guys tell me what you think. What would be a good fun bike? If you know about the 2 gens of the Hayabusa, the first 2, which one would you prefer? I'm just looking for something that has a full exhaust, maybe tuned and flashed if that was done back then. That's cool. If not, I'll go do it myself. But I really love the Brox exhaust. I really love the Voodoo exhaust. Other than that, I just, for the Busa, I've never really heard any other exhausts that I like. But anyways, I've seen some for sale in Missouri for decent prices. I don't know about y'all, but some of these used bike prices here and when I was in Florida are like insane. what did I see today? 6,500 for an '07 like R1. And then somebody wanted like $6,000 for like a '08 R6. I'm like, no, I don't think so. So anyways, just want to give you all an update. Happy Sunday. I'll see you on the next one. Here we go. Let's check the temp here.